Hey out there. Well, first I'm going to read something to you, and then I'm going to show you something pretty wild. Pretty wild. Revelation 12. And there appeared a great wonder in heaven, a woman clothed with the sun and the moon at her feet, and upon her head a crown of 12 stars. As she's being with child, cried, travailing in birth, and pain to be delivered. And there appeared another wonder in heaven, and behold, a great red dragon, having 7 heads and 10 horns, and 7 crowns upon his head. And his tail drew a third of the part of stars heaven, and did cast them to the earth. And the dragon stood before the woman, which were ready to be delivered, for to devour her child as soon as it was born. And she brought forth a man-child, who was to rule all nations with a rod of iron, and her child was caught up unto God, and to his throne. And the woman fled into the wilderness, where she had a place prepared of God, that they should feed her there for 1,260 days. And there was war in heaven. Michael and his angels fought against the dragon, and the dragon fought against his angels, and prevailed not, neither was there place found any more in heaven. And the great dragon was cast out, that old serpent called the devil and Satan, which deceiveth the whole world. He was cast out into the earth, and his angels were cast out with him. And I heard a loud voice saying in heaven, Now is come salvation and strength, and the kingdom of our God, and the power of his Christ. For the accuser of our brethren is cast down, which accused them before God day and night. And they overcame him by the blood of the Lamb, and by the word of their testimony, and they loved not their lives unto death. Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth, and of the seal for the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth he had but a short time. And when the dragon saw that he was cast unto the earth, he persecuted the woman which brought forth the man-child. And to the woman were given 2 wings of a great eagle, that she might fly into the wilderness, into her place, where she is nourished for a time, and times, and half a time, from the face of the serpent. And the serpent cast out of his mouth water as a flood after the woman, that he might cause her to be carried away of the flood. And the earth helped the woman, and the earth opened her mouth and swallowed up the flood, which the dragon cast out of his mouth. And the dragon was wroth with the woman, and went to make war with the remnant of her seed, which keep the commandments of God, and have their testimony of Jesus Christ. Now, I'm driving somewhere. I cannot remember where I was driving, but it was sunset, and something peculiar is showing up here on this image. I think you can already see it, and you have it right here, the beginning of what looks to be a face. But just wait, it's developing. Here's the next frame coming up, and the next frame coming up. Now you see it even more clearly. It clearly looks like a face, a nose, eye, and what appears to be the band, perhaps of a crown. I don't know, but it's going to be more protractive here. As you see, it kind of looks like a face. The face is drawn in the sky, white. And you see the color here differs from everything else in the background. This literally looks like an image. What's going on down here, I don't know, but I'll come to that. And the face is much more clearly now. A little later on. Here. Now watch this part of the sky. We know the dragon has been by many in the ancient days been named the red dragon. This part of the sky is red. This part of the sky is white. There's a clear division between it, right here. This down here, I suspect, in my interpretation of this, that this is actually the tail of the dragon. Dragon 1/3 of the sky. Next image. It's still very clear here that this looks like, if I don't over-interpret it, this is the face of our Christ. Right here. Our King. But watch what's happening. The dragon is coming up from the horizon now. You can already see his nose. But he's going to be more visible now. You see that? It's like he's looking down on the woman who is ready to give birth. As I just read to you. And Christ is ready to be born again and sit by the throne of our God. Can you see that? Here's the nose. Here's the eyebrows or eyes. Here's the chin. And you can clearly see that this has the outline of a head. Right here. And in the background we don't see what's there. But he might having his tail swinging behind him. 1/3 of the heavens. And again, you see that? It's like it's drawn in the sky. And I was just looking through these pictures. These are some little older pictures, I believe 2 weeks ago. I just loaded them on my computer and I didn't look at them at all. Because I was actually sitting and trying to clear up my machine a little to maintain a high storage place on my computer and eliminate what is not worth looking at. And I was just sitting here and looking. I mean, this is amazing. This is just freaking amazing. There's clearly the definition of a head, a face. And it, without over-interpreted, it looks like the face of Christ. And here the devil is coming up, looking at the woman ready to give birth, ready to devour the unborn child as soon as it is born. You can almost see that there is protrusions coming from his skull, like it is the devil. And again, his face is clear. The devil's face is over here. And 1/3 of the sky is his tail, swinging around, ready. There you are, Christ. I am ready for you. I don't know if you can kind of sense it. Right there. Even more clear now. Clearly defined as a face. Can you see that? And here's the face on the other side. The dragon, the red dragon in blood red. 1/3 of the sky is his tail dragging with him. And here is the unborn child, our King. Can you see this? I sure hope you can. It's like he's in movement too. The devil, but not the child. But the devil is ready. This is just unbelievable. I know it's just pictures, and you could say, oh man, you're imagining stuff, but you cannot deny the fact that this looks like a face. You can't deny that this looks like a face either. There's no way you can deny that. And still, even with the dragon not there, you still see the face of our King. And here again you see it. Here's the devil. Here's Christ. Here's his scaly tail. Because he is a serpent. And the face of the dragon is diminishing. The face of the dragon is being wiped out. And why is that? Because the dragon prevailed not against his angels. But the angels fought against him. And they won over him. And they cast him down to earth. So he might persecute us, who holds the testimony of Christ. The devil has been cast to earth. Christ is still here. Christ is leaving to go be with his Father at the throne. This is amazing. Right in front of me. And there is Christ leaving us, being with his Father. This is just astounding. Absolutely astounding. If you ask me, it's just, whoa. Are they having a little, I don't know what you want to call it? The dragon is coming up. Christ is here. The dragon is ready. Can you see this? This is downright amazing. Oh, I know where I took these pictures. I took them in Texas on TX6 going north. I was on my way home. I remember that. I came down from Houston. And this is unfolding on the sky. It's just marvelous. Wow. I didn't even see that with the naked eye. You see him. He's coming with great speed. And there is his head on the front of, could appear like, I don't know, like the tail of a comet. In great haste, ready to devour the unborn child. Just amazing. Just amazing. Right there. I mean, that is the best picture of them. I leave it up to you. But this is what I see. This is what the pictures show. There's clearly two faces. And if you look at this, Christ looks peaceful. He's asleep, but he's ready to be born, awakened, to sit by the throne of God, his Father. And here you can see the devil is rushing in. You can see he's got speed on. He's ready. He's angry. He's in full wrath and hatred. Just ready. Over and out. God bless you.